happens as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fear.
Good morning and welcome to the MyTarot morning reflection, our daily inventory and reminder to breathe. And good morning, Maureen, and everybody in the entire freaking universe. Hello, Angelina. So hope everybody's having that nice morning. So we have decided, Mina says she's going to rewrite our script for the mornings. So we got up this morning and we went for a walk. So that was interesting. So got up early, came back, had a cup of coffee. So all is well with the world. So I hope everybody had that amazing day yesterday. As we take a chance to just take a break. Good morning, Luce. Good morning, Luce. Good morning, Jenny. Oh, man. See, all that getting up early and trying to be healthy, all it's doing is clogging my lungs. So, this is our reminder to take a breath, listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. There we are. And then just a reminder, it's like, oh yeah, we can plant our feet flat on the floor or get our feet comfortable wherever we happen to be sitting. Having our butt do the kitty dance, getting that all nice and comfortable. Checking in with the shoulder meters. I don't mention that enough, I think, but it's like, I love reading tarot for people and just seeing where their shoulders are. And reminding them, when's the last time you took a breath? And the shoulders go all the way down to their hips. And then checking it with the neck. Oh, I hear that creaking. And then rolling it and taking that extra breath and all that wonderful stuff. So it's our chance to check in with the universe. See if there's any angers or resentments. So that if we meditate in the morning, if we check in the morning, see how we're doing. Maybe something that would normally trigger us throughout the day. We'd recognize how we're feeling and just make that determination that even if that jerk pulls in front of my car, I'm not going to get angry. So, because you know the only time those jerks pull themselves in front of our car is if we're running late. So it's all their fault. So, let's see what we have today. I'm just thinking a couple weeks I'll be doing this from France. That's going to be pretty cool. So what am I going to do here then? I am going to make our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. My goodness. My singing voice. It's like each one of these is a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one of these is a different thought or idea. And if we believe in a multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Because this stack will lead down one path, and this conversation will be a totally different path from this one. The question is, which thread do we want to pull? And today, let's go with the top one, or what I like to think of as things that are right in front of us and we don't even see it. So, I'm going to do our 3 in 1. And I'll flip them over one at a time like we're reading the page. Choose the middle one. Oh, no. Day late, dollar short. Oh, no. But, Luce, I will read for you anytime you want. Actually, I haven't read for you, have I? Interesting. Next time we get together, let me read your tarot. So, good morning, Jenna. I'm about to... Wow, I'm about to go get a cup of water. I wonder what this is all about. So, I'm going to flip each card over one at a time, like we're reading the pages of a book. So our first card, it's the world. So, what is the world? When the world pops up, this is a chance to recognize where we've come from, what efforts we've put in, and where are we at now. Where are we at? So that we can prepare for our next steps. I like describing this as the last page in a chapter. And so, and I often will say things when this card pops up is that when we're in the world, which is the last of the majors, it's time to take a reflection of not only just where we are, but where we want to go. And if this is a new chapter we're starting, the reason we want to focus on the world and focus on this chapter is because the last two sentences of this chapter is going to determine how the next two sentences of the next chapter start. So if we end this chapter with, and then the world card came up, and it reminded me to reflect on the positives of everything that has come up until now, that, you know, maybe I didn't recognize, maybe I felt a lot of anxiety, but these are the things that helped me make it through, so that when we go to the next chapter, it starts with, you know, I was thinking about the positive things I was doing, and I decided. So that's how I like to reflect on the world. But the next card is the Queen of Swords. So, swords, element of air. Swords are our thoughts, our ideas, and sometimes our anxieties. When we're the queen, queens are the element of water. Queens are about the emotions, the feelings, our spiritual side. It's that mothering instinct. When I see the Queen of Swords, I call this the tough love card, because she is a mother. She is able to see situations through emotions, through feelings. She wants to listen. But with that sword, her sight is clear. She sees things for the way they are, so you're not pulling the wool over her eyes. So this is about going into the next chapter, next phase. As we go into today, it's about being clear-sighted and still recognizing how we're feeling. And let's see what she's looking at. The star. So, what is the star? The star we've always used for what? Guiding ships. The star is for, we look at it as hope. We look at it as, you know, a promise of something coming. But when we are the Queen of Swords, and court cards can be us, somebody else, part of the situation, not male or female, it's masculine energy, feminine energy. She's looking at this major card with clear eyes. And she knows that the star, as important as it is to have hope, as important as it is to find something to guide us, she knows that it's not an action. Hope is not an action. Hope is when we sit in a closet hungry and hope somebody pushes a hot dog through the keyhole. Boy, I hope somebody does. Instead of just opening the door and moving forward ourselves. So we want to have hope, but we want to follow that up with action. So as we look at this, we see our new day, but we need to see it clearly. We need to look back and say, you know, did I take the action, or was I just hoping things would get better? You know, we read the newspaper every day. Well, you know, there could be some things we need to do to make today better that we, instead of just waiting for things to happen around us, so the Queen of Swords is going to see the star as a guide. The Queen of Swords will see the card, the star, as hope. But the Queen of Swords is going to recognize that if that's followed up with action, then that's a positive thing. But if it's followed up with no action, then nothing happens. So let's see what the advice card is. Good morning, surviving the apocalypse. Well, hey, we have the World card followed by the Queen of Swords. So the advice card is up, starting fresh. So here is a card of action. So wands. Wands are the element of fire. Wands are our what? Wands are fire, energy, creativity, our passion. Wands are action. Wands are movement. And the page. The page is what? In the 1500s, a page is somebody you sent to another court so they could learn. They want to learn how to become a knight. And a knight wants to learn how to become a king. So sometimes when we change a chapter, we forget about the newness. We forget about, we leave one chapter and it's like, has the world really changed much? Again, if we end the chapter with, and now, things are just moving forward the way they always have. And then we're the queen. And we're seeing things. It's like, I'm reading the newspaper. It's still the same. I'm getting the kids off to the school. It's still the same. I'm doing the sameness. And I'm being clear-sighted. I'm being the queen. She is a queen, so she's going to get stuff done. But is she just reflecting on, I'm doing this hoping that tomorrow gets better. I'm doing this hoping that tomorrow gets better. I'm doing this hoping that tomorrow gets better. Or are we starting the new chapter like the page? Looking at the newness. Looking at it fresh. The page is looking up at the star. Look at that. See that? Looking directly at the star. And saying, it's time for me to take that journey. It's time for me to hit that path. If this was a hobbit, see how he's got that? So Bilbo could have just been like, I hope the world gets better and I'm just going to sit in my little hole here. Or he's got his walking stick, he's got his guide, and he's like, it's time to take an action. So we need to be like a little hobbit, right? We need to look up at the star and use that as guidance. Put on our traveling cloak, grab our staff, and move forward. Because that's how we make change. So today it's about moving forward and making change happen. So, yes, surviving or somebody asked, yes, so it is a general reading. I do this every morning at 7:15. I have over 1,000 Hobbit time for breakfast. 11sies. Yeah, I have over 1,000 videos. It's just something that I like to share with people because I know it helps me. Queen has swords straight up. And the page has the wand straight up. Exactly. So, just like justice, the queen's sword is straight up, whereas the king's sword is at a slight angle, which means that it's my way or the highway. But with the queen, she's seeing things clearly. But it really is about making the decision instead of just, seeing how things are and hoping they get better or that things change. We become the page. We put on our traveling cloak. We grab our staff. And we hit the road. So with that today, thank you again so much. Take care, and I will see everybody again tomorrow.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. And feel